Listen to me hacking up a lung here. Holy crap. That's not very neighborly. Jed, I'm having the crappiest day of my life, man. Not only did my YouTube channel get taken down, but my phone died. I can't charge it anymore. The connector doesn't work. I don't know. I remember last night we were talking, and then we switched to D Live for music and giggles and shits. And I am absolutely sure that I shut down YouTube. I turned it off, and I was just streaming to D Live. But I think that I think that for some reason I didn't do it properly, or it didn't work, and YouTube was seeing that I was streaming copyrighted music. And they don't like that for some reason. I don't understand the whole copyright thing. I really don't. Why is it such a big deal to play music when you're just taking it from the same source? You know? I can see the link local, but yeah, you're right. I can't post links on this channel. Um, wow, it's really something else. Thanks for posting on. Thanks for even just thinking about that, because I I would have thought about posting a link, and then I would have realized that I can't post the damn link. But I could do that for the Restream D Live combination. And I might actually have to go to Restream and D Live and just get off of YouTube altogether. Sure seems to be what they want, though. Bright, how are you doing, mate? Bright, welcome.
I might as well ask the same question as Jed's asking. What happened with your stream? I looked for you today.
Yeah,
and
my channel.
It was
my
gone.
channel,
Where's that gone?
yeah, channel is gone, Bright. I'm sorry to say, it's gone. Hello, local. Welcome, mate. No,
Hello.
my
Create
my
a new
Ochaye
one.
channel is gone. I'll have to. I'll have to create a new one. Yeah, but mostly today. It wasn't. It
Okay.
wasn't so much. It wasn't so
I
much that
got
my
upset
YouTube.
yesterday.
What's that, Brett?
Go on. I got upset yesterday. I rung me twin brother up on behalf of me mother, and I got two different mixed messages, and the second mixed message was, "Wow, I didn't get told that. You shouldn't have told me that, Alan. So, because I'm gonna talk to her about it on Friday now, and she'll be pissed off with me, ramming it down her throat. But she's not listening to what we're saying. She's been taking the jabs."
Yeah. Well, taking the
But
jabs.
she's not telling me. Wonder why? Because I'm trying to tell her things. She's listening, but she's saying to me, "I've got a headache. You've just woken me up." I said, "Oh, let me tell you about 2 dreams I've had." She didn't want to listen to that, and then she says she's bearing a brother today, tomorrow, not today, tomorrow, Tuesday, and she doesn't want me twin going there because he'll start shouting. I said, "Now, do you recognise why I didn't go on Jimmy's death day? Why I didn't go?" And she went, "Yeah." And so, well, just tell Alan that. But she's not telling me. She's been taking the jabs, but she's listening to everything I'm saying to her. But she's still going. So Mark's cheered me up today with his recent post, and Baseman Welsh. They've given me the energy back, and then you come on live, and I think now we need fucking action now from us. I'm getting sick of it now. Because do you know what I mean? Just that dream I had. I was telling my mum about a dream I had that my mum and dad, and a lad who lives close to us, who I know, they know, and they were after me. They were coming after me to murder me. But in reverse of that, she's taking the flu shot. So that's the work. That's the dream work. And that's why I'm so on Thursday. I'm going to say, "No, let me tell you about these 2 last dreams I had." And I'm ringing Alan up to ask him not to go to the funeral because he'll come out with outbursts and spoil it all from. But so he should, because of what you're doing, not listening to your sons. Just because you think we're full of shit. We're not the ones in white coats telling lies to everybody.
A lot of lying going on, Brett.
And on the BBC, have you seen Basement? Say that again, Ken.
There's a lot of lying
Going
going
on.
on. A lot of lying going on. Just bald face in your face.
That's why
Right,
I just
right.
wrote that in your comment section. We need to do something. We need to make action now. I'm fucking annoyed with it.
So the problem is, Bright, is that most people watch TV and they believe what they see on TV. And
my mum's told me she doesn't watch none of the BBC anymore, but she's she's listening to somebody.
no, sure she is.
So what's she doing? Not fully telling me the truth, isn't it? That's what I'm accumulating out of it. She's wanting to listen to me. She's asking me to, not asking me to ring me twins, but I had to because I thought, "Alan, you'll piss me mum off tomorrow. Don't go for her because she doesn't want you to go." The reason she doesn't want to go because she's saying that Alan's going out his way to tell people not to take the vaccines. It's their choice, and I said, "We're on that page, Mum. We've got no right to telling anybody to not take them, but we're showing you that you shouldn't be taking them." because that's what they pump into you. It's in the instruction manual on the bottles, what they're giving you. They're telling you what they're doing to you. See,
So you
same
want
with the
my?
aspartame.
Do you
I
want
told
my?
my dad years ago about aspartame, and
I do.
he's ignoring it and taking aspartame. He should have stuck with his gut instinct of staying away from the doctors, but now he's
That's
running
in
to them.
Coca-Cola.
So he's asking for his own murder.
I drink a lot of aspartame. I really do.
Did you see Basement? Well, yeah. Did you see? Did you see Basement? Welsh Basement's post today. I've only just seen it. That's why I'm talking about it. And I've just seen Mark's. And I'm requesting to Mark on your stream, Ken, in my comment section. I'm gonna put in my community tab section. I'm gonna go through all the people I've listened to throughout the years and post them in there. Even Mark's. That was brilliant of his stream to what he's put out today to prove John wrong. John's still here. He has got 2 cats. One's ginger and one's black and white. He wasn't telling you lies, John.
Okay.
So if you read on the comment section of Mark's, it should read like there's a fact just for John. Mark's in the same fucking fighters as all, but he gets point fingers at him.
Hey, Bright, can you imagine what it would?
My mum's listening to what. Go on, sorry, Ken.
Can you imagine what it would be like to have your YouTube channel taken down? You know what happens when your YouTube channel is taken down?
No, because it's not happened to me.
No, I know you can't imagine.
If you take it down, I'll just create a new one of it. If it comes to mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna create a new one. I'm gonna
Or
call
I'll
it
just
Bright.
use the backup one.
I'm gonna call it Bright 777 with 2 T's. With 2 T's.
Ken?
Yeah.
Ken?
Yeah.
You can share my page if you want, especially my StreamYard.
No, it's very nice of you, Bright.
No, you can't, because it's there to be used. If people are trying to cause us harm, let's fucking bounce it back at them. They're not gonna get away with this, Ken.
Oh, you know what, Bright? I think they are gonna get. I think they are gonna get away with it. Yeah, I really do now. I'm sorry, I've turned.
They're not gonna get away with it, Ken. Because the more we're shouting and ranting and raving, they're gonna fucking feel it from us for what they've been doing to us. Especially in my mind of what they're doing to my mum and dad. My mum and dad are listening to higher ups instead of their own fucking flesh and blood.
Through the power of television, they're able to manipulate people's thoughts into the majority of the population and make them believe whatever they want them to believe.
Yeah. My mum just wants to go and bury her brother tomorrow, peacefully, and doesn't want Alan to be there, aggravating them, saying stop taking the flu shots. But we know why they're not to take them, don't we, Ken? So my mum and dad literally think me and you, Ken. This is probably a fact. I'm assuming it's probably a fact. If she listened to me and you talk, she'd think we're crackpots.
Well, I'm pretty sure one of us is.
I like the way she listens, though. She does listen, but she's still ignoring us. their own flesh and blood.
Power of television, Brad. Television is a drug. It's a drug.
Yeah.
So is
The
YouTube.
television's got no blood in it, and you believe in them.
YouTube's a drug too. Don't forget that. Like there's drugs everywhere in our society. It's just
I
that
know
very
that.
very few people want to admit they're a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the most distasteful things
Yeah.
to be
Can I ask
labeled.
Local a question?
Sure, of course you can.
Hello, Bright.
And yourself, Ken. You know, because I've got a spanner on this account, haven't I? Is that the only reason I'm seeing Jed's comments?
I don't know about that, but you do have a spanner, and you're one of the few people who have a spanner on this channel. And I can't overrule you, Bright. You could take over the whole channel if you want.
No, that is not my mission. Put it that way.
Well, that's good to know.
I'm not like that, Ken. I'm telling you that. I'm on your side. I'm on the right side. I'm on the passport side of you.
There you go, right? Sure, we've come to an understanding. But we did have some moderator problems. Somebody had a good time.
No, I just want to say, just want to say this to Jed. He says I'm not blocked from his channel, but I don't see him communicating on your other channel. I didn't see him once communicating. And the only time I seen him was when he went live. His voice when he was talking to you. That was the only when he asked me to come up on that night, and it didn't come up. But I thought that it's not true what he's saying, i.e., Jeb, because I can't see any of your comments because I haven't got a spanner.
Maybe you've blocked him, Bright.
I'll go and look. Thanks for putting that forward to me. I'll go and look at my account to make sure it's not like that.
It sounds like that.
It might be. So you might be. So I'll apologise to you, Dad, if it is on my. But I don't go on the way blocking people. I haven't blocked anyone, but I will check.
Yeah, have a check first before you say you haven't blocked anyone.
Yeah. I'll mute myself and I'll mute myself and let you two have a little waffle, and I'll go and check now to apologise to Jed if it is statedly me placed them on mute. I don't mute nobody.
Sure, yeah. Go check. This could be a breakthrough moment.
Or block them and me. Right,
this could be YouTube history. Yeah. But hey, Local, have I told you I had a really shitty day? They took down my YouTube channel and my phone doesn't work anymore. Yeah.
Imagine if my channel ever got taken down, over 250 videos on there, all gets deleted. I've lost it all, I will feel.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not. It's I to be honest with you, I was in the habit for a while there of taking down every live stream I did.
Local, right download your stuff then. Sorry for interrupting, Ken.
Yeah, no, I do, but a lot of memory cards.
Yeah. Well, we're all in it for different reasons. I kind of just fell into it, I don't know why it is that I do live streams where I have guests on and people in the chat. Although there's not really many people talking in the chat right now, man. Wow. And I can't read the YouTube chat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have access to chats on YouTube anymore. Think about that. You can't put a comment into the chat section on any live stream or any video. You're banned.
Well, can't you search a name now on YouTube, find the live stream and comment?
No, I can't. No. I click on chat when you're going to type in a comment, and then it says chat has been suspended, chat has been disabled.
Then go to the top. You know when you go onto your YouTube,
Yeah,
then go to the top right hand corner, your icon.
right. I have to sign in now, and when I sign in, if I click sign in, it takes me to a page that says you have been removed from the Google YouTube network. I'm in the bad books local. Like, it's really harsh here. Really harsh. I have to create a new account. And
Yeah, but when you click the icon on the right hand corner and then you click on accounts, don't your other YouTube channels come up that you've created in the past? Because I know you've got like another account.
I'm here to tell you, Ochaye. I only come up just to tell you that I think you're lacking people in the chat because this is the channel
Sorry
that
for
you were being
interrupting,
fucked
but
with on. I can't post in chat.
okay. Yeah.
And
You're probably
well, I
right.
think there's a
Yeah.
long list of other people who can't post in your chat also.
Yeah, there hasn't been a chat
Jim.
since in 20 minutes, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
I'll just toss you this piece of advice, Ochaye.
Jim,
If you're having so much, Brighty man, if you're having so much trouble on YouTube and people seem to prefer DLive, why not just switch to Restream and solely use DLive since you get less bother there? And the crowd seem to prefer it.
Okay,
It's just a suggestion, Ochaye. You seem to be quite popular with everybody, at least 2 followers on DLive.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
Yeah, well, I'm glad somebody agrees with me. Thank you very much, Local. How are you, anyways? Are you all right, Local?
Hello. Yeah, me and Ochaye
Can
were
I
speaking.
interrupt this, please?
Me and
Just to ask
what's
Local and Jim a question. A help question.
yes, Jim. Yes, sir. Right. What's up?
Where do we look? Where do we look for people who? Where do we look for people who've blocked on me YouTube?
What device are you using? Right? Are you using a phone?
Laptop, computer.
All right. Google. Just put in the Google
No,
Hangouts.
laptop.
Yeah. On a laptop, just Google Hangouts. Then you go to settings in Hangouts. Then blocked people, and it shows up there. There's no other settings.
Say that again.
All the blocked. Google Hangouts.
I'm using YouTube, so it should go to YouTube.
No, bright man. Open another tab. Right, open
Okay.
the Google search engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now type in Hangouts and search for Hangouts.
Right. Hangout. Okay then. Hangouts.
Yeah.
Hangouts. Right. The second.
Hangouts.
Well,
Hangouts.
Yeah. That's right. I've just entered it, and it's the first
Yeah, it
thing
should be
what's
Google
looking at me
Hangouts.
is Google.
Yeah, Google Hangouts.
Get started
Then-
with Hangouts.
Yeah, go to settings in Hangouts.
So click on the Google Hangouts.
Yeah. If it says Google Hangouts, click on it and it should come up Hangouts.
and become a mind slave.
Right, yeah.
You're using
Hello,
Google
Jim.
right now, Ochaye, so you're a mind slave right now.
Sorry for
Oh,
interrupting.
Hello, Jim.
Hello.
This is bizarre because I don't block people. Fucking annoying.
Yeah, well, if you go into settings in Google Hangouts, it should say blocked people. Click on blocked people and it should come up with a list. That's everybody you've blocked using a Google application.
Let me tell you what's looking at me. Jim, let me tell you what's looking at me. Looking at me. Three lines down and then Google Hangouts next to it. Two people together or two circles and two bodies. and then next to that, a little green circle with a cross in it. New comment, new connection, or new
Yeah.
conversation. Should
There should
say.
be a settings tab in there, Bright. Hunt for the
Right,
settings
so
tab.
the one on right
It should be like a gear or
conversations.
something like that. It should be like a gear symbol. I'll have a look myself.
Click. Go on then, please do. So
I'm busy
not
looking
getting
at Google Hangouts. Yeah, there's
messed
three
with
dots that says more.
yourself.
Bright, there's 3 dots that
Because
says more.
you are set. I found it. Yeah, I found it.
And then it
Clicked
says
on
settings.
and it says show when we're last act. Does it
Yeah.
there?
Go down then. It should say blocked
Yeah,
people with a little
I'm in
arrow.
settings now.
Yeah. It should say blocked people.
Right,
There's
I'll tell you
if you
I'll tell you what I'm looking at now. I'll tell you what I'm looking at now. Show
I'll tell you what
when
I'm
you
looking
were
at.
last active.
Yeah.
Show which device
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
on, phone or tablet.
Keep going
or
down.
computer.
Keep going down.
Notifications.
Yeah.
Right, keep going down. Keep going down.
Yeah.
Right. Then
It should say
sounds
archive
and
hangouts.
incoming messages.
Yeah, keep going down.
Convert text to emoji.
Keep going down. Keep going
That's
down.
what-
Further down.
use
Further down.
Dense Foster, whatever that is.
Keep going down.
Advanced archived hangouts.
Yeah. Keep going down.
Invitations.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Invites.
Invitations.
No.
Hidden
Keep going down.
context.
Yeah.
Hidden context. Contacts. So click on that one.
No, block
people,
people's.
right underneath
Yeah,
it.
there you are. Click on that one.
No block people, it says.
Oh, well, then you've got no block people then.
Yeah. So it's yours. What's blocking me, Jed?
Jed,
Also,
is that right, Jim?
yeah. Because when you were
That's
last live with Thingy, I was commenting and everybody could see my comments and I couldn't see Jed's at all.
Well, there you are, Bright. You've got nobody blocked. If you've went to Hangouts and you've just done that in front of all of us and you've went to the block list in Hangouts and it says no block people, then you've got no block people.
It's zero. It says none in block list.
Do you
I
ever
knew he wasn't because of that. I don't block anybody. It's no point.
exactly? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. So, and I believe you, right?
But he had to put that at me. The local. No, that's what I mean. Local was right to do that to find out if somebody was in my block list. Because if he was, I would have apologised to him. But I knew I didn't block anybody, so I would have been apologising for nothing if he was there.
Well, Loco's a very wise man.
That's what I was trying. I was trying to do a stream for. I tried to do a live stream for what's his name, Joker, didn't I, to apologise to him because he was in my block and I didn't put him there. So the blame goes to who would he call StreamYard because I didn't block him.
One of your moderators, maybe.
Bright. I'm going to be blunt with you.
I don't know.
I feel like I've given Joker a fair crack of the whip, and to be honest, I find the man fairly intolerable. If you were to throw a tear gas grenade into a tent, I reckon it would probably have the same effect. Yeah.
You know, I have to say, in all Bright, just let me finish. In all fairness, and this is how I love Joker dearly, I really do, but there are times he has times.
I think he's got severe mental issues, bud.
I don't know. I don't know so much about that. That's a different category of fish, Jim.
Either way, fuck him. I've got no time for the dude now.
Because I think, I mean,
Jim,
by your guidance,
I'll tell you. Sorry, okay. I'm gonna cut you off and tell Jim a little story about Jim and what happened the other day. Was you on Media Consumer channel the other day?
No, I wasn't. No, I've never been on anybody else's channel.
Okay, so I
Please
was look.
continue.
I said hello and my usual shit, bash and subscribe and all of that crap. And then I was looking for a person in there called Ed. So I said, "Hello, is Ed there?" And Joe Carr goes, "Who?" Ed the horse. And so at the time, I didn't know what he was referring to. Ochaye corrected me with the joke, but he was taking the piss. So I timed him out for that because I'm a moderator, and then all of his friends gang up on me just because I timed him out.
Oh well, that's up to you. It's just more his mannerism and the way he behaves. It's just I've had my fill.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it, I'm just being blunt. Tough luck.
No, and that's fair. That's as fair as it gets. Yeah. No, and I've been there. I've been on the precipice. I just there's just things about him that make me see hope. That's all.
Nah, nah, nah.
Okay. Next topic, please.
Yeah, I just like I say, I popped up here. Maybe you just need a clean slate on YouTube. You might
I think so.
want to just get rid of all your channels and start afresh and do it properly. Maybe it's when you've got more of a
That's
clear
what I
mind.
said.
Yeah, thank you for
Okay.
agreeing with me.
See,
But
okay, that's what I said.
you need to do it when you're thinking clearly. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
you need to do it not in a hurry with
Ken,
instructions, so
Jim,
to speak.
local. I'm going to do a third account on the 25th of June next year.
What?
Just
A third account.
to
Oh,
show a third
why?
account. I'm going to bring back
You've
my
got
Paulie account.
you've got 1,000 subscribers almost.
Because I deleted it years ago and I shouldn't have. I never deleted it. Pardon?
Your current account, you got
Say that
almost
again, local.
1,000 subscribers.
Anyways,
I'm
that's
gonna
all I
do
came up to
because I want
say.
to bring me Paulie parrot back because my twins now got me parrot, and there was something strange happening the other day. What I did point out to Ken, how does that work there? I don't even communicate with Brian from E17, and he's now got a parrot. And I'm gonna do 3 whistles every time I'm on a stream, and every time I'm not on a live stream. I'm gonna see if anyone, especially Jasper Parrot, picks up on the whistle. And I'm sure, and he keeps coming back with the right answers back to me with what I know, what's happening, what's going on in my life.
Yeah,
And
this
I'm
is
curious
fucking mental.
am I being used?
Yeah, this is just completely abstract. This is like a jigsaw that just doesn't fit together, or like a 2 boxes mixed together. I mean, I just come up to point out that
Kaboom! Kaboom!
you're better off on D Live if you're having this much trouble with YouTube, right? Cut the hassle, fuck it, ditch YouTube just like Jamie has. You have just as much fun on D Live. Everybody else has just as much fun on D Live. Cut the ties, leave YouTube behind like a muckle hanky shit. Run away from it.
I've got my third connection
move on.
on D Live
like a dirty tampon.
Yep. That's it's only my advice. You don't have to follow it. But it
No,
seems like local agrees.
No, it's really good advice. I don't know how
Yeah, it's 2 to 1
just
now.
do what you need. Do what you feel you need. If you want create a new account, create one. We're still with you on D Live. Don't worry.
You know what the best part about all this is that I'll save $33 a month in StreamYard fees.
33.
$33 a month in StreamYard fees.
I keep telling you, Ochaye, that Restream is superior. It has all the same functions almost as StreamYard. It's just because it's not a StreamYard, everybody thinks it's sus, and because it's different. Everybody, everybody blames it for all the things that's happening. Like that geezer that was pissed the other night, sleeping on his settee or in his boat, I think.
Wait.
You know, it was him that was at fault, not Restream or you. But just because Restream's something new, he immediately blamed Restream. And it was the drunk dude in his boat.
Ken, can I ask you a question?
Well, you know, we
Ask
get
away,
drunk,
bro.
we get drunk people all the time on YouTube.
Ken, that's what I found offensive from you the other day. I wasn't drunk. I was drinking, but I wasn't drunk.
Oh well, I don't
Did-
care. I don't give
Do
a
you know
fuck.
if there was about 3 people on your stream, that drunk dude in his boat, the drunk Geordie guy Tic Tac, and the drunk you, and it was like when you get Furbies together. Oh,
No.
like that.
Furbies.
It was awesome.
Alcoholics being compared to Furbies.
Jim,
What
think
you want,
about
right?
the magic of words, of what they get using against us. Soon as I raise my voice, I'll blame it on beer.
I think we all need a drink before we come on this show.
Yeah, for sure. And on D Live, just smoke a half a doobie.
I've got to learn from my mistakes, Ken. I've got to learn what I said to you. Practice what I repeat. Every time I
Jim.
come on the stream with
Yeah.
yourself, stop
What's
drinking
your
with them.
what's your drug of choice?
I would probably work very well. I've done it, and I'm older now, so I don't actually drink or use any drugs at all.
Oh,
I haven't in about 10 years.
That's
Good for
cool.
you, Jim.
I turned a real corner, and I couldn't go back to it. The thought of it actually repulses me, to be honest. Yeah,
Cool.
what? How old are you?
40, mate.
Oh, you're only 40. Oh, okay.
Only.
Only.
Only
That's like 10 years older than you, local.
only 9 years older than me.
No, I don't get any joy from it. I've explained, okay, it doesn't bring me any joy. The realities, like,
Are you married?
no, mate, no,
Kids?
nah.
Oh well, you can use it recreationally. You know, recreational
Jim,
drugs.
can I ask you a
No,
question?
I-
Can I
do
ask
you know what
a
it is,
question, Ochaye?
I enjoy reality too much. Reality is so bright and sharp to me, and I don't want to hide from it through any of this. I like full frontal reality. That's the best way I can describe it. Like,
I
I
like
don't want
that
to numb
word,
myself
what
to
you
it.
just used.
That's
I
the
bet
only
you-
way I
Say
can
that
put
again,
it forward.
I
Say
bet
that
you
again.
get
I
a
like
lot
that, what
of.
you just said.
I bet you get a lot of mushrooms where you are.
Field mushrooms.
Can I ask Ken that question?
Is this an
before I
in
forget it?
joke?
No,
No.
No.
I don't know. It you come down. It fundamentally comes down to numbing yourself from reality, and I do not deny that is in part what I am doing when I use alcohol or cannabis, for that matter.
Well, I've been to concerts that I can't even remember. Okay,
Sure.
like I've lost
Yeah.
time and everything. I've been on fairground rides that I can't even remember being on.
That
I-
might be fluoride, Jim.
I don't remember most of my life, Jim.
Well,
Drugs.
it's boring to me now. It actually bores me. The thought of it I find boring, and reality is far too exciting. It's
doing a
even
split
boring reality. I don't want to be. I want my mind sharp. I like just the substance of it, you know. And I like.
Your drug is life, innit?
Well, you could consider me almost straight edge these days. I don't smoke or anything, you see. So, and I like the sharpness of my mind. If you know what I
I
mean.
wish it was him.
I can actually tell you, Jim, honestly, that if I could become clean, sober, and I mean clean of nicotine, for example, the whole shebang, I'd be there in a heartbeat. I just don't know how to get there right now.
I didn't come on really. I just come on. We've kind of dragged us into conversation, but I'll be blunt with you, Ochaye. I don't know whether I'm an unusual person or not, but I don't tend to experience what people would consider a broad range of emotions. I'm a person with a very, very narrow gauge of emotions. I
I'll
don't
break you
swing.
down, Jim.
Yesterday.
Sorry.
I'll break you down. Don't worry.
And the needle doesn't move very far. It doesn't tip. You've got anger and happiness. The needle, as far as my personality goes, it must be the way I'm built. It never really sways very far, if you know what I mean. I don't have dramatic mood swings, and
Jim,
I consider that not to be a broad range of emotions. I'm
Could I
quite a cold, emotionally cold person. Okay,
Could I ask you a specific question? Do
be my guest.
you experience empathy for other human beings?
Of course he does.
Um,
He's talking to you, Jack.
yes, okay, but I could turn it off very easily.
Okay, sure.
I
I understand.
imagine I could do some very inconsiderate things if, well, anybody could, but I can be very cold and calculating. I could shoot somebody's dog without really worrying much, if you know what I mean. If it wouldn't.
Yeah, no, that's a good graphic. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I can cut a chicken's head and then pluck the feathers and cook it. I can do that.
Oh, it's just a chicken. No, I'm just like I say. I'm not an overly emotional person. So if I want to be bad, I'm very cold. I can be very cold and calculatingly bad. And let's say some people would enjoy being bad. I wouldn't enjoy it, so to speak.
Exactly. You wouldn't enjoy it, Jim, so don't do it.
No, it would just be badness would be a process that I was going through, so to speak. It wouldn't be something that was like being in a playground and enjoying the playground, if you know what I mean. If you want to think of me doing something that was emotionally involved, so to speak, it would be like using a kid using a playground and it just being a process, so to speak, not without the joy. That's me. I get on motorbikes, or have gotten on motorbikes and done 108 mile an hour on public roads, and hopped off and walked away without shrugging my shoulders. If you know what I mean. A lot of people would be shaken or thrilled.
Can I ask you this? I've got 3 questions to put in 10 now. I'm going to forget the first one.
Carry on, right?
Let me say this to Ken. You know that song it wouldn't allow you to watch? Because use a VPN. So download Kaspersky Internet Security, and it's got a VPN on it, and you can only use it so many hours. Just use it on certain songs that they're not allowing you to watch them. Use it there.
Jim.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's the question to you, Ken. You know them numbers? You know the amount of money that you pay StreamYard?
Yes.
Times that by 7 billion in the world that they reckon there is. How greedy are they?
They're providing something that people are paying for. It's not greed. It's stupidity on the people's behalf that pay for it.
That's greed. They could
It's not
put
greed,
that at
right?
$5 a month. They could put that at $5. That's still good enough money from the world, isn't it?
Greed's when you charge
Greed,
an
that is
excess amount
greed.
for a loaf of bread. This is an internet service that people can do without, but mugs still pay for. It's not to do with greed. It's
is
pigeons.
greed.
It's something called pigeons.
He says it to you, and Jim, he'll save $35. Everybody will save that if they just use the 20 hours that given free, but people decide they want more hours, so they should give them more hours and give a fair fucking price, $35 times 7 billion.
Right, this is like a carny. in a carnival stall looking for pigeons, and he's got a crooked carnival stall. You know, and people would blame the carny for conning people. People don't need to give the carny money to play on his crooked stall. It's
There's a
it's
good
a
point
mug's
for
game.
you, Ken, as well. My twin is
Jim,
now
it's
not
the
following.
enjoyment.
My twin's
Eh?
now not following Corbiff guy, and I went, "Phew, that's good. I'm glad to hear that from you, twin."
It's really becoming apparent to me how much of your world this is, right?
Hey,
This really is a large part of your world, isn't it?
of what?
This right now, it's a massive part of your world.
Yeah. So this is why I need to stick around Ken, because he's been trying to get me out, hasn't he? He's been doing Bill's job for him.
Jim, you do
Yes.
have to think of the people that are housebound. You know,
What?
Odd Alan wants me to go out with him on his next adventure.
Sorry,
said,
local, I
"Alan,
didn't hear you there, mate.
I've only just started
No.
bloody
I was just saying,
doing stuff with me back.
maybe
Tidying up
with
again."
Bright's case, he's housebound, so YouTube is the
I'm
only
not
thing he's got.
housebound.
It's
I'm not.
not that.
Get off my ass.
It's how emotional Bright gets over what I view as being trifling issues over, and YouTube could disappear in a flash.
I'm hurt, but what I
it
heard
did.
from me saying about me mum. My mum's been taking the jabs. I'm hurt by that. Very.
YouTube disappeared in a flash for me. It's gone. I
Well,
don't-
on the wider scale, I think they're trying to be like cable TV with only like a few channels that people can subscribe to, and the people who made it at the start videoing like the cats and the dogs and shit like that, and gardens and stuff, like short videos of somebody fixing the lawnmower. The people who made it what it is now, they're going to fuck them right off, aren't they?
yeah, I think so.
And it's all going to be like massive corporate or the big approved non political channels left, so to speak. If you want to remain big and stay big, then you got to cut the politics. Thou shalt adhere, there shall be no dissent. Toe the line.
I agree.
Stick and carrot, mate. Do you like being here? Do you like being here? Yeah, I like being here. Yeah, well, shut up, mate. Shut up.
We all need to get
nothing.
out and meet each other, Jim. That's what we need to do, and decide to do what we're gonna do.
Do you know who the smartest person who isn't here is? It's Rum. Rum's not here. Do you know why? Because he's been clever. I'm being stupid right now because I'm participating in this, right? That's literally it. I am showing how stupid I am by participating in this charade, being on YouTube and everything like that. It shows how shallow.
Trying to help
Right,
people,
it does. It shows how shallow I am being.
No, Jim, it's good because you can get your word out like this.
Nah, it makes no difference. This what we're doing right now makes not a jot of difference.
How do you know you didn't make a difference to me? I assert that you did.
Well, that's good, Ochaye.
Can't give me a kick off the backside. He got me out on the street for the first time.
I'll put it to you, Ochaye, that I feel that every time I come up on here, I'm giving a little piece of myself away, and now I feel that I don't want to. I don't want to give them little pieces of myself away.
Okay, all right.
No, but it's your opinion, though. A lot of people like.
But
this is how I say it, Jim. I don't want to be nobody's Neo for them. That's what you just totally said.
It sounds, Jim, to me, it sounds like isolation, and I know what isolation is about. I'm a great isolator, but I don't think that's the way to go, lad.
Nah, it's not isolation to me, Ochaye. I can get out anytime I want. I went for a ride on my scooter and I went to my old haunts and bumped into people I've never seen in ages. I can get out if I want, and it doesn't bother me. It's YouTube That's what it is.
Well, you
That's what's
talked to somebody that you hadn't seen in 24 years
yes.
yesterday.
Since I left the place when I was about 14-year-old. Okay.
That's a rush. That's a rush, isn't it?
It was eye opening. Okay. It points out in a lot of respects how well you're doing. To be honest, because when you bump into a childhood friend and you find out they've had to have part of the lung removed and that the skinny as a rake, and you're looking at them and saying, "Shit, this guy's 2 years older than me," and I still feel I could go 10 rounds if I wanted to. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So there are complicating factors. Yeah.
But the only reason
How many's here, Ken, watching you?
Sorry. Who? What? What?
How many people are watching you?
10. I can only go by StreamYard. I don't have access to YouTube right now.
Yeah,
no,
but no.
I'll put it to you.
definitely
I'll
go
put it
by-
to you, Ochaye, that the only
10.
reason that I ever bumped into these people was because I says, right, I'm screw this. It's a beautiful day, and I've got a scooter that runs on pittance. You know, it cost me £8.90 fill up. By the way, my neighbour paid £7.49 for a litre of petrol.
I
Sorry,
know.
£1.49 for a litre of petrol across on the Scottish side of the border, which is
$7 American.
nearly, it's over $7.50 at £1.49 a litre.
What do you do as a job?
Me,
Yeah.
Jim's
I used to be employed as a sawmiller, a labourer in a sawmill, but
He had
the sawmill was in real financial strife at the time.
What's a sawmill
And
again?
you saw wood, right?
Oh, right, okay.
It was in a lot of financial turmoil. It still is, and there was a lot of friction between me and the owner, and I ended up leaving under a rather dark cloud after an argument. So I'm pretty much on my way to being financially destitute.
Yeah. That sucks, man.
But what I was going to say is, I chose to go out, okay, because I just wanted to have it was such a nice day, and I didn't want to go away, so I left, and I went, and I thought I'll go to where I used to live, and just out of sheer weird fortune, I bumped into people that I'd never talked to for that long, and they were really happy to see me.
Cool.
Listen to this then.
So
for bizarre,
maybe you want. I don't know whether you've lived where you do right now for a long time, but maybe it's what you ought to do, Ochaye, is if it's a nice enough day or a nice enough morning or an afternoon, is just take a stroll or a short bus ride to where you used to go to. You might be surprised, even if you just walk to the door of a cafe or something that you used to go to and just stand there and smoke a cigarette and then walk back. You might strike up a conversation with somebody that you've not had
it's on your
contact
level.
with. Well, no, on the pavement even.
Well, funny enough, I've done that a little bit in the last week or so, and it's kind of like I wish I'd never left my place.
You're the boss.
Jim,
Yes.
when you walk down the street or when you go on your scooter,
Yeah.
going down to your local town centre or whatever, do you see people wearing the masks?
Not very much, no. But I'm very rural here. And I will add, Ochaye, that when I was talking to the friend, I did mention COVID because it's all encompassing. But I kept the conversation not political. I didn't mention anything about, I just says, the only reason I mentioned COVID is because they asked how I was doing, and it's like, well, mate, look, COVID has not COVID, but the measures taken to counter COVID by the government have had a very dramatic effect on my life and the people around me. That was basically my response. I says, I'm sorry to mention it, but it's all encompassing and overwhelming, and that was as political as it got. It was more just two old friends meeting up, and we talked about each other, so to speak, and it was so refreshing because the politics were left out. It was just how are you doing, not about how you doing, what have you been doing, how's your health, etc., etc. And it was like the conversation between us two was just catching up, and it left the wider world out of it, so to speak. And it was a very good distraction, and it was a good old-fashioned, light-hearted conversation, okay, so to speak, without all the drama of the society surrounding us. It was just two people catching up.
Well, no, but don't forget that if somebody will say to you that COVID has had a negative effect on their brain, that's good to know. It's good to know that somebody is that honest, open-minded, and maybe looking for the same, looking for an agreement, a wink of the eye.
Well, no, I just like I say, it's just like I say, when you catch up with an old friend, it's best to leave the politics behind. I never asked anything about his political views or anything like that, and I purposely left it that way.
Yeah, it's not. You're not worrying about everything else. No.
It was just, how are you doing? How have you been? How's things?
Yeah.
And just catching up and talking about old times, so to speak.
Sure.
The world shrunk. The world shrunk, and it was us two talking, and that was the world. Can you remember that? Can you remember this? Can you remember your gran hoying sweeties out the window, shouting at you about not wearing a hat in the snow and stuff like that?
Right, can I say something about age cases last stream?
Oh, Bright.
Yeah?
Bright.
Yeah?
Right.
You said age case's name. So
Yeah.
I've just posted on my YouTube channel, on my community page, Age Case wrote a 60-page book. Why don't you go check it out?
I will do, but not just yet. But because, I will do. I will do. Post it in the private and on the StreamYard forum,
Sure.
and I'll look after it. But this is what I want to say. When I was speaking to my mum about her going burying a brother called Robert, his name is. I said, Mum, I don't mean to do this to you, but let me show you this of Age Case. So many minutes into it, so many seconds into it. You talk about secret. Off the word he was saying, and they showed what am I drinking when I'm not drinking beer, Ken?
Vodka.
Urine?
No, when I'm not drinking beer.
Piss.
No, I've seen that stream.
Golden Stream.
I'll post you something now of somebody drinking piss.
Does it taste of onions?
No, he beetroot. I'll post it in a minute. So right, this is what I said to my mum. I said, just listen to this. And she heard it and said, "Did you hear what he's just said?" And he went, "Yeah." I said, what have you just bought me? And she went, "Yeah." I said, "Well, that's what I'm saying. Let me show you what you're not seeing all the time." Ovaltine. Remember me saying that and drinking Ovaltine with honey? I mean, Mum's got me a
drinks the
chocolate
rainwaters off the shed roof.
Oh, guys, check the private chat.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I have. I'm not too keen on joining Discord again.
No,
Well,
I don't.
I'll
lot
think
of
about it,
people-
local. I'll think about it.
Jim, a lot of the people that you mentioned that you want to speak to are in there.
Yeah, but I have my reasons. You see, I don't. What I try is
Fine.
sometimes a lot of time I try to be careful what I say on YouTube, But what I say on YouTube, I don't mind saying in public, so to speak. So if somebody wants to talk to me, I'm quite happy to do it in public, you know, and it'd be out in the open. On Discord, it's like behind closed doors, and then there's
Somebody was throwing subtle hints, Jim.
Ochaye is in the Discord.
Jim, somebody on a stream was subtly throwing hints to me,
Bright is not in the Discord.
somebody was subtly asking me, but not specifically asking me, but
one
I was
of us,
thinking about
Google
it, shall I
Garble.
put more of my live streams on private? And I thought, no, I want people to, even if I'm ranting and raving, I want people to hear me out ranting and raving. I'm just as angry as any of us.
What's that, okay?
Discord could not handle Bright.
Oh, yeah, I'm not putting them on private.
It would be
No, my
Discord.
channel is good. My channel is really active.
So, okay,
Make yourself active on YouTube, local.
I keep
No, my
opening
server.
my mouth in the concern that I'm making a fool of myself, or espousing advice that's poor.
Okay.
But I'm sitting on the inside looking out. Maybe okay if you do go for one of these strolls along the street or a bus ride to one of the places that you used to enjoy, and you do bump in to one of these people that you used to enjoy the company of, maybe you ought to think the way I did and kind of put this turmoil to the back of your mind and just enjoy a very superficial, non-political sort of light-hearted conversation.
Sure.
You know, how are you doing? How have you been? Etc. Etc. But save your chemtrail and stuff like that for here with us. We kind of understand.
I'd rather just talk to you, Jim.
But I'm some spacker on fucking StreamYard. I'm a voice on a screen. I'm okay. I really, I can only tell you what helps me. And it was an awfully big surprise being out yesterday and seeing the people that I've seen, and it was a real lift to the spirits. Now, if I can somehow parcel that up and put a big bow on it and send it to you, I fucking would, okay. It would be a beautiful gift, you know, like that feeling that I had. I just tie a little bow and put it in a package and send it to you, you know, put it in a bag like a goldfish from a carnival stall, and you enjoy it in your bowl. So. You know, if you were to go out and you were to bump into one of these friends you used to enjoy coffee with, even if it feels like you've got ants in your pants biting your tongue, try not to get political and scare the fuckers away, and just enjoy a really light-hearted, superficial conversation and walk away. You know, and just think, wow, you know, put the worries of life behind you and have just a really shallow, old-fashioned conversation. That's that's what I done. Maybe if you do it, it might bring you some sort of joy, the kind of joy that, for a short moment, it brought me.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm not looking. Maybe I'm looking for despair.
Looking for despair. I couldn't put it better, Ochaye. You should go out looking for there are people you can talk to. You're talking to them right now, and you can talk to about chemtrails and fluoride in the water and shit like that. But if you start acting like the dude standing on his soapbox with a sign, ringing his bell, saying, you know, the end is nigh, swinging some sort of holy book about on the corner of the street, you're going to find a rather big sort of gap around you, you know, where people's crossing the street and shit like that.
Sure.
Because the dude that used to enjoy your coffee with, he might stick around, or he might be left with a better impression if you cut the what other people view as crazy shit, and then you might find out in your next encounter, they might bring it up. Oh, Ken, you know, fluoride in the water, mate. And you'd be like, oh, fluoride's fuck all, you know. You get what I'm getting at? Oh, am I being a cunt here?
No.
You're not being a cunt.
Do you when you get in a hot bath, you fucking ease into it. It's painful at first, but you get to enjoy it. It's just, yeah.
Especially when your gonads acclimatize.
Yeah, I'm just like I say, it was a spur of the moment thing, and it wasn't just like I wasn't expecting to meet anybody. I just went to view a particularly picturesque and pretty part of the countryside that I used to enjoy. So I thought, fuck it, if I enjoyed it as much back then, maybe it's going back there and looking at the scenery in the place I used to play and make rope swings. You know, it's just being quiet on my own, taking it in, and then all of a sudden, somebody pops up that you know, and you find yourself feeling like a little preteen again, and then you leave. You know, and you think, well, I'm going to do more shit like that. You know, I don't know.
It's one way to look at it.
So Ken, the next thing you need to remind me more.
Since Motor just posted, yeah.
If there was people able to post in your stream, in your chat, there would be people like sniping in, saying Jim the Doctor, Jim this, Jim that. Well, Jim's on his road to hell because it's paved with good intentions, and that's what I'm throwing towards you. But I'm also hoying a nice road down in front of us on my way there. And they've got these people who are detractors, pure detractors in the chat, who just want to drag people down, even with the best of intentions. They call them Dr. Jim, and who look at Jim dishing out this advice, he's a wanker, you know, and I'm doing it with the best of intentions. I could come up here and act like a pure fucking wanker and be a fucking arsehole towards you, Ochaye, and be abusive and be negative and drag you down and just bring nothing but negativity and shit here. But instead, we've been drawn out into a conversation, and I've kind of brought out my stick of positivity and poked you with it a bit. Now, what would people rather have? Jim coming up here being a negative wanker and acting out and saying, yeah, right, and just being or trying to be a gentle, persuasive, positive influence. What would you rather have?
That's how I do.
Well,
right.
They are.
I'm going to do an Ovaltine honey. I'm going to do now, Ken.
I think you'd better explain to Motor that you can't spanner him.
My own point to yourself. Don't drink when Ken's on. That's what I'm going to do. So at least when I do shout, at least you can say. You can't say you're drinking. I'm not going to drink with you, Ken, because I'm not getting blamed for something I'm not doing.
Jim.
Yes.
Jim, so I'll tell you why I'm on YouTube a lot.
Yes.
So I can do what you do. I can jump on my electric bike and I can go to all of the places where I used to go to talk to people that I wanted to talk to. So I'll go there and they're not there anymore. I'll go to one business and the business is closed down. I'll go to another area where there should be the guys that I want there are not there. And then I go to another business and that's been closed down as well. So my only option is to stay at home.
Well, local. What I done was, it was more of a local, not a local. It was a farm I used to live on, and it was a public right of way, and it brought back a lot of memories. So I went there just to kind of soak in the scenery. And let's say the countryside isn't as actively changing as an urban environment. So let's say a local beauty spot isn't going to change and I didn't go there expecting to meet anybody. I just went there purely just to look and listen, and and then the world offered me a very, very pleasant surprise. Let's say if I didn't go there local, then I wouldn't have had the chance for that pleasant surprise. I could have been equally disappointed, but there wasn't that chance without me being there.
That makes sense.
I've got to give it a chance. Let's say that somebody could have pulled out of a junction and I could have slammed into them on my scooter. There was a chance of that happening, but am I going to stay in the house and waste a beautiful day, a really mild winter's day, on the chance of getting hurt, the remote chance of getting hurt or disappointed? Nah, mate, nah.
Don't know. It's choice.
It's choice, isn't it? This is what they're trying to take away. Local is that choice, and if they take away the choice, they take away the chance. Do you get what I'm getting at? Take away the choice, you take away the chances of beautiful things happening, and you can equally as disappointed. You can stay and find yourself rained on.
Jesus Christ.
Motors.
One of the reasons local is that I don't want to speak on panels anymore is because of just the like I say, I'm coming up here and I'm essentially broadcasting my personality across who I am across like the fucking interwebs, and there's people.
Jim, what's wrong with that? If you're being honest about it, what's wrong with that?
There you go.
I feel like I'm just giving too much of myself away.
Oh, who cares?
Why are you, Jim? If you're being absolutely honest to yourself, then there's no harm in what you're doing. Don't worry about it.
Jim.
I worry about what people are doing behind my back, especially with what I've just told you about. My mum's listening to us all, but then she's asking me.
I'll put it to you this way. People.
Thanks for interrupting me, Jim.
The people that are in the side chat are more or less proving a lot of negative views I have right. And that's not being.
Don't look at it that way, man. Don't look at it that way. If you look for trees, all you'll see is fucking trees in your.
If I've got negative views, right, and I'm coming up on here and they're being fed into, it's not good for my mental health.
Mate, I can't even remember your name. I remember your voice. Is it who's this? Stillwater? No. Oh, it's Mad Jim. Oh, all right. No, who am I fucking? Oh yeah, Mad Jim. No, man, we're fucking awesome. Don't worry about that.
Mozart, I watched it on your piano again, and you looked like you were going to kick into Boogie Woogie.
Oh, I don't know, man. Which one was that? Thanks, bro.
Keep going with it. I put a like to it because I purposely put a like to it when that is getting catching on to Boogie Woogie.
I get there when you like. Thanks, Brady.
Yeah.
No, I'm forced to deal with society. I don't have a choice to deal with society. That like in order just to survive, I'm forced. I am compelled to deal with the nitwits that I would rather avoid, but they're out there and they're fucking unavoidable.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there are really pleasant people on YouTube, but in the act of coming on here, I'm almost forcing myself to deal with extra stupid, extra nitwits, like extra, it's like extra. Like, how's about another spoonful of nitwit and negativity, on top of what society already deals to me?
Well, good and bad isn't everyone, eh? It's just part of
I can
negative and positive.
Yeah, I can cut coming on here and I can just stay in the side chat and I can handle side chat better mentally than I can coming on streams, I find. Because it's feeding the more negative aspects of my personality being here. And it's more for me than anybody else that I'm staying away. And it's that's the way it is, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't deny your struggle. I'm just gonna keep putting myself out there until I get my head kicked in.
It'll happen as well, that's the thing.
I mean, yeah.
I'm hankering for a big head kicking. That's what I'm hankering for.
Have you moved to, Jim? Because you sound different.
My baby's back out in the sun.
Yeah, you sound like you're from Bumwick upon Tweed.
Bumwick.
Am I clear? Okay, can you hear my voice? Or was it like just basing and tripping the fucking mic out?
Motor.
Oh, okay. What? 2 fucking weeks old. That's 2 weeks old. Fucking hell, it's got the fucking
Let's try to get through the whole night without really saying anything.
We'll just have one of them awkward silences.
Are you in the toilet or something?
No, I'm here. There's nothing wrong with how.
You've gone echoey.
Yeah, you got a toilet echo going there.
Yeah, a toilet echo, yeah. Bathroom echo.
Yeah, you can't fool us. You're having a big crowd.
It's not me.
It's who?
I've got my mic muted. It's somebody else echoing.
I don't hear an echo now.
No, it's not echoing. It just sounds like you've gone into a bathroom or a toilet or a lavatory.
Did it happen as soon as Motor joined?
Could have.
I bet that was the coincidence because it was fine right up until that point, wasn't it?
True.
What's it? What's the term I'm looking for?
What's who?
Action and consequences.
Truth and consequences.
No. It's
Truth and consequences.
consequent.
Truth and Consequences is a town in New Mexico. And a game show on American television was named after it. Truth or Consequences.
It's got 3 leaves instead of 2. Every part that should have 2 stages, it's got 3. So nothing.
Can you imagine living in a village named Truth or Consequences, New Mexico? I think that would affect your personality.
Well, now that I'm on here, you get the chance to hear how I'm speaking, and I don't sound like Tic Tac or Jed. If you were paying attention to how Tic Tac from Tyne, it's Tyne and Weir, okay, not Where, Tyne and Weir. Weir.
Yeah. How do you say it right? I've always wondered. How do you say it?
I'm glad he's shown his face to and come up talking with Ken the other day, and I went, that's TikTok, that's who he that's yeah, it's
Well,
just I even looked it up. I typed in Tyne and Weir and put next to it, I'm sure that's Newcastle.
Tyne and Weir is the area that encompasses Newcastle. So you've got South Shields, which is the South Tyne. The other side dancers, you've got Gateshead, which is South Tyne, the Metro Centre. Hebburn, that's South Shields. And then on the north of the Tyne, you've got North Shields, obviously, Wall's End. Then you've got like the housing schemes like Scotswood, Biker.
I don't mean to pick the Geordies up, but I fucking adore them. I love.
But personally, I consider Geordies to be
2 special people looked after me on holiday.
North Tyneside, so Wall's End, right along underneath the Tyne Bridge is what I consider Geordie, like proper Geordie accent. And if you want to hear a proper Geordie accent, just listen to Gaza. He's got a real proper Geordie accent.
Yeah.
But the further away you get from the time...
Guess where I met him? I didn't meet him. Just let me answer. Well, guess where I met Gaza? But I didn't meet him, but guess where he was?
Apparently, I unintentionally did a Geordie accent once.
He was just where I was. Turkey. I didn't meet him and shake hands and all that. We just, you know, the way talk gets around. Everyone was going Gaza's, you know.
Take care, Joe. I heard what you said. Very strong man. We love you, bro.
It was nice talking to local. It's a shame I can't have a better conversation with local.
I don't know about them. Yeah.
I tell you what, okay, whether what I've said is right or wrong, I've put it out there with the best of intentions, you know. So you might want to just, like I say, just fuck YouTube or ban it. You've had that much trouble, it's giving you unnecessary heartache and grief. Just go straight on to D-Live. A lot of people seem to have much less problems on D-Live.
I'm going to D-Live right now. Good night, everybody.
And you might also want to think about how many mods that you put in chat also.
Look, you've got mods. Now you've